I try to be humorous on the end of it, and I know it sounded like I left something off from that premiere, but I can't reflect off of the game yet because I haven't even finished it. But that boss-like enemy, that boss-like entourage there was actually a really fun time. And my armor defense really helped. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not on armor. What am I, crazy? There was something here that I was going to do. And also, what's this? Nothing. Loopy. Well, if you guys haven't seen the last video, I highly recommend it because the last video, we got this insane weaponry. And I'm keeping this Royal Claymore, the silver Lionel Blade, for last because look at that damage. That's almost double the Master Sword in glowing fashion. 90 damage is that, but it's 89 damage. And I didn't fuse this Royal Claymore with anything. I'm actually gonna do that now. But last time we have battled every boss-like enemy except for 2 species for good reason. Gleox and Froxes. And the reason for each is because we haven't found every Frox yet, and I haven't found, well, I don't have enough eyes to have it home in on the bosses at all. And I'm saving these bows for later too, so I'm going to equip this now. And then I'm going to eat, because I didn't eat anything before I ended the video, or after I ended the video. But the only sunny meal that we haven't done is this. Well, actually, we haven't done, hold on. Okay, sunny fried wild greens and sunny steamed tomatoes. Tomatoes! I love saying tomatoes. And that was because the Lionels were actually not as hard as I expected. Well, actually they were, but I was super lucky to have defeated 2 silver Lionels. And you would say without breaking a sweat, but really, and I didn't even need this either. I thought I did, but surprisingly enough, I didn't. So, I'm gonna heal with this. And what we have battled were a Molduga, the species of taluses except for the stone talus. And I diamonded one of them because of knowing that you can actually get a diamond from that talus. And I saw the interesting fact that you can feed Don Don's luminous stone, which we have so many of now. I'll show you. Because how many star fragments, of course, is 13. But how many luminous stone we have now is 101. I have 193 flint. I don't even think I need that at all. But look at that. And I can even use that to make a fire if I wanted to. I can't believe I got that many flint. I don't even need that many flint. I could just sell them off to someone there. And I have 55 opals too. And 70 amber. In all of these. Whatever. Not important. And the others were, after the taluses were, of course, the Lionels. I already told you about that. I battled them in the Colosseum. And the Hinox brothers that I completed the side quest for. I completed 2 side quests and found 4 Koroks, I think it was. One I ended up helping find a friend, so it ended up being 5 seeds. So now I have, unless I found more than that, I have 54 Korok seeds. So I have 4 seeds, so I have actually found 3 Koroks. Don't mind what I say. It's nothing. So I still have got to figure out how to get these on my paraglider because There's one I've thought about that I'm going to put on my paraglider, but I haven't done it yet. The Gerudo seems nice, but what I thought about was either this, or I thought I had the Zonai fabric, but I don't. Or is that what I have right now, and that's called the Zonai fabric? This was cool too. Zonai Survey Team fabric. That one is cool too. My word. I feel bad for doing that, but shooting it 3 times gives you these rupees. So, there shouldn't be a shrine anywhere, but why I'm here is because there's a cave here somewhere. And that was because someone said that they were planning on going inside a cave. I'll show you because I got a picture of it. Unless I don't. I don't! I just expected I'd remember. I don't even remember what the guy said. I think it's for treasure or something. And I use a lot of Lizalfo's talents, which were very useful. Because if you added 10 to that and you had 5 and you had that 5 arrow luck from Breath of the Wild, that would be 42 times 5 damage, which would end up being 210 damage each time, and that would be insane. Also, I'm trying to get fire fruits out. I'm gonna wait until that thing doesn't burn anymore. Oh, there is a Shrine of Light nearby. Oh, there was nothing here. That must be below. There's no way that's up above. I'm trying to find this cave that I thought I have found already, but I think I looked at the cave by travel point, but ended up not even knowing. Are those the Zalfos? Yep. Gosh darn it. I didn't even fuse this with anything, my word. I'm so far behind, gosh darn me. I'm just gonna let these guys take care of it. Goodbye. Chill's room. I'm just trying to find this cave. Then I'm finally gonna fuse my royal blade. Could do it with these, but I have barely any room for those, so I'm gonna actually fuse it with this. $65 damage. That's a good thing I didn't fuse it with the silver saber horn, because that would end up being a nightmare until it's broken down. I'm just gonna go all around and see. I didn't even use a fire fruit for that. Rock hammer, don't care about. In this late of the game, there's no way that those would be useful at all anymore. Man, I'm stuck. I have no idea where this cave is. This guy even said that there was a cave here, but I can't see it. If I found a cherry blossom tree in this region, that would be even better, because then I'd be able to find that cave. Because some caves have shrines in them, and some caves actually have bubble frogs in them. And so far, I've found nearly, I think it's nearly 75 of them. And I know there might be like 150 caves in this game. Either 150 or probably somewhere around 110. I'm pretty sure there's like so many caves in this game. So that's why I'm saying a high number. Stating, or whatever. You know, it has to be somewhere around there somewhere because it's like wherever I find shrines, there are caves there now because of the shrines in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, and there's a shrine of light nearby here too. It's the same thing too. So most likely there will be a cave nearby. It's probably somewhere over here. If it's below, that means that there might be a cave somewhere here. Oh, there's the shrine. See, Suran Shrine. It's another crystal. Seek the crystal connected to the beam. The North Hebra Mountains crystal. This might tell me that it's a talus. Yep, it's a talus. So this is another thing to mark with a diamond.
It's not really the questionable thing. I changed my mind. I'm gonna throw a fire fruit at its fog gate. Are you serious? Finally, my gosh. Test of damage. How much damage does this do to it? Not enough. I just wanted to see. Berries low. This will do a lot. Almost the same amount. Ah! This will be enough. Goodbye!
Only sapphires, no diamonds. Alright. And do I have any weapons? I don't have any weapons that doesn't have any attached things yet. And this has attack up too, so that doesn't help at all. So unfortunately, I'm abandoning. Actually, oh no. I'm abandoning this talus hammer. This won't take too long. Snowballs! It's funny that whenever there's a crystal connected to a talus, it doesn't take that long to just get there. And I did that without using a ride thing. Oh my word. I was trying to... Oh, screw it. The North Hebra Mountains crystal complete. After this, I'll have 28 more shrines to conquer. I know I said that, but now actually makes sense. Apparently there are rocks here. I don't think I've ever noticed that. So what's in this chest might be something useful. But nothing that I can use right now. Oh my goodness, it's a sapphire. I didn't think it was that. but it sort of makes sense in a way because I battled a Talus that drops sapphires mostly. I can get 3 heart containers, but I want to get 4 so I can get my HP up to 30. Or really, my heart's up to 30. Now I gotta find a cave. There has to be a cave somewhere around here, I swear! This is driving me insane! I can't find this freaking cave! And now that I know that this was a shrine and nothing else, that means there is no cave here. That means I gotta look around this freaking other thing. Oh, wait, there it is. Well, that was actually pretty funny. Silver Boss Boko. I really want to battle it, so I'm going to battle the boss Boko. I got even more arrows from that. There were so many bow masters there. Meaning for the Boko family. There were so many There were so many arrows that I got there. 172. I'm not gonna freak out very loud, noticing at long last that my muscles sleeping. Oh wow, this does work as a pickaxe. That's actually pretty funny. I could actually use this as a pickaxe then, because it works as one. There was a Moblin horn that also worked as a pickaxe, as a literal pickaxe. I'm gonna actually use this and not use the fire fruit. Yeah, trust me, it makes sense. My word, I'm gonna get even more. Where did the chest go? More arrows too. There's the chest. Let's see what's inside. A kite shield. I didn't get this yet. A kite shield. Rito. I didn't read that because I was too hasty. 103 luminous stones. I'm actually curious. Does it say for the rare deposit possible stuff that you can get? Recoverable. Yes, yeah, it does. This one has a chance of diamonds along with this. Luminous stone is just luminous stone. Zonite is just zonite. Recoverable items from wells. But yeah, it says diamonds for these ore deposits. Even though I almost never get them. I think from a rare ore deposit I only got one. Not talking about from this game though. Oh yeah. Just wanted to make sure. Heartache truffle. Pretty dark in here. 24. Unless I'm wrong and this is not 24, but I'm pretty sure it is. That's insane. That means I get to battle the Lynels again. And I love battling the Lynels in the depths. Makes it all the better. Oh, right. It's still funny that once you have figured out that the Zelda that was singing the Blood Moon was a fake, there's no more dialogue. Oh, I killed him. That was a normal Horrible. Also, I gotta take a picture of this kite shield, which what it says about that is Rito warriors cherish this shield. Its unique shape is designed with mid-battle flight in mind to facilitate aerial combat. Oh, hi. I didn't even see you there. Killed him. Now, of course, you have your double spears because you love to be crazy with them. I'm actually curious. Did they say anything about Misko's treasure being in here? So I'm gonna steal all of this. Soldier spear stick. Don't need it. It's worthless. Either they said something about Misko's treasure being in here, or it was something else. So I'm trying to find this bubble frog. I went back to the beginning. Did I go back to the beginning? No, I didn't. This is not the beginning. But there is something here. Oh, look at that. Is that me? That's not Misko's treasure, but what is in this? A feathered edge. A double-edged Rito sword with a decayed blade. I don't want it. Oh, actually I do, because I'm gonna drop this for it. I haven't combined this with anything yet. Oh no. Well, dang it. I should have known. Did it? It went all the way over there. Did the chest go over there, or did it fall? Get this feathered edge and take a picture of it. I'm gonna go this way to see what's over here. That just leads. Oh! That was where it was the whole time. And the guy said there was treasure in here. So, I'm gonna keep going. Unless I got the treasure, but I'm gonna find a bubble frog. Oh, he said something about bubble frog. He didn't say treasure, he said bubble frog. Where is this thing? I'm gonna target it. Darn it. Oh, yeah, I can. I didn't know you could do that. Creatures, not that. I pressed right, I didn't even process that I did that. Bubble frog, target. I'm gonna see if I can find this thing because. Oh. It's this way. Down below. So it's this way. Then I'm going all the way down here. Oh, it's right there. Come on. I guess I'm just exploding it. Didn't want to have to explode it, and I'm gonna hurt myself in the process. I deserve it! I didn't even hurt myself. Gosh darn it. It's a good thing I set that with a sensor. I hear it. Aha, there you are. Now it's time to shock you. I always love shocking this thing, even if just hitting it knocks it out, but I feel like shocking it is more effective, so that's why I always do it that way. Darn it. No! Oh, wait, you can do that? I didn't know you could do that. I never knew you could do that. There was a B. I didn't even see the B button to go back. I don't know if I first saw that before and thought it was cool, but I didn't even know that you could do that. Selmy. I love the name. And before she was like the girl that challenged you to a sword surfing race. Did I say sword or shield? If I said sword, I meant shield. Gosh darn me. I might have said sword. And what she rewards you in the results are either shield for what you earn, but the highest reward is a knight's shield. So is it worth it? It's up to you for if it's worth it or not. I personally think, because of one of the shields that I haven't gotten yet, that is at the back of the castle apparently, the royal shield. The royal shield is the second most powerful. The knight shield is third most powerful, and then the Hylian shield is the strongest shield, because the shield's durability is 800. And I didn't use it because I didn't want to use the whole thing of that, even if it's the best in the game. I did not even do this, and I'm pretty sure that there's a Korok in this bramble. Oh, chest. Falcon bow. Durability up plus. I'm gonna drop this for now. Rito Warrior's favorite. Let me guess. Nope. I thought it was one of those bows that... And I forgot, was it a swallow bow that I needed in order for the bow to be made? And also, I finally figured out what the swirly thing that he was talking about was. And I don't know how I didn't know it was a whirlpool. I seriously don't. It says whirly swirly, so I would have known that that meant a whirlpool. But how would I have known? Except for it was very obvious. So I guess I have a brain of an 80-year-old to not know what he was talking about there. Cape Kales. So I've also gotta try to figure out where these are. Which I'm thinking this is talking about dueling peaks, but I gotta figure out where. It contains a cavern that faces the other, which is somewhere in the dueling peaks mountain. This is talking about somewhere in the Cluda Sea. It's like I gotta find Cape Kales, and then this one the 8 statues reside. It's like statues of the 8 heroines reside in the desert, either the valley carved into Hemar's descent. Well, enter and shine the light of day upon the towering 8. The path to the treasure will open before you. Which I'm thinking that means I gotta go back to the heroine's cave and find a chest there. That, well, it's either that or it's that same place in the Gerudo Desert that I was about to go to. But I'm pretty sure it means something that I would already know of. 2 shrine quests for now. Keys Born of Water and the White Bird's Guidance. And keep in note I have 28 more shrines to find. I don't need this falcon bow. I need this. Double checking if I took a picture of that or not. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah. Because it's useful in ranged combat. Bubble Frog nearby. Sunbee Spot. So because there's a Bubble Frog nearby, that means there's a cave. Got him. Yep, it's a cave. Discovery. Hebra Mountains Northwest Cave. Nearby up above. Oh, there's a thing here. Bokos and a silver boko. Not that. Gosh darn it. It's a bow that I need to equip. Screw it, I'm using the amber. I know it's a cheap move if I'm using it. Now I get why they didn't want me going here. I actually need this guy to go the other way. There we go. Nailed it. So there's a bubble frog nearby up above. There's this. I'm actually curious if there's a way to drain that. I was not. Screw it. I'm gonna. Not that. Let's see if this freezing water still has the opportunity to become ice. If I do this. Now I'm curious. Where's the shrine? I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, arrow? I didn't want that. When the lights flicker. Unless that was my eye switching, but I doubt it. Yep, there it is. Rutafu Shrine. The funniest thing is, I can just do this without... I haven't done this without a beam yet. What happens if I do that? Because I'm betting it's just gonna know that I did a pleasant job. It's just gonna lead me here. Nope. This is a beautiful sound. I don't even need to, I already found it. Oh, really? So this is another rewarding shrine, unless it's gonna be proving grounds. And I thought I would be able to get through more trials, but so far I've been going through rewards and proving ground shrines. And this is I've gotten through so many rewarding shrines. I haven't even gone through any trial. Well, I have gone through one, but it's been pretty dang easy. Topaz. I don't even know why. I guess it's just a valuable deal. But yay, I made it. The countdown commences. Now we have 27 more to go. It's sort of relieving that they don't have shrine quests that involves, well, actually they do have shrine quests that involves certain events. I've gone through a couple of them. And some of them just pops the shrines up. Meaning the Star Islands and stuff, and none of that was on shrine quests. That was all from me figuring it out in the end. Now I gotta find a bubble frog. And then after that, I'm going to find Selmy, and I'm gonna find the... I'm gonna find the fossil and see what I have to do there. This is a hole I came from. So the bubble frog is somewhere above that. Where is that gonna be? Right here. I'm gonna shock you. It's fun. Burp. Funny that I went through 2 caves in a row that led to shrines. At some point, I'm gonna end up running out of ideas for where caves are. And that's why I have the bubble frogs on tracker, so I'd be able to know where they are. Did I start a location and then... Because I know I did, but where? Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. There's still this that I have yet to complete, and I know that leads to a shrine. I'm actually curious if there will be a bright bloom somewhere around here. Why did I say that? Light root. I don't even need any more luminous stones, so I can just feed them to the Don-Dons. I'm gonna shield surf with the kite shield. I should have... Oh, there it is. I was gonna use a travel point, but never mind about that. Where's Teach out here? Hey, you! Happen to bump into a Hylian named Somi around here? No. I see. Alright. So you heard about Somi going missing from Russ? Yeah, I still have no idea where Teach is. She used to be a pro shield surfer. So you'd think she'd shred her way out of any situation up here. Now I think she might be in trouble. There were traces of shield surfing on the slope nearby. I followed those all over the place. The traces of shield surfing on the snow cut off around this area. Still, I haven't found her anywhere. I followed the tracks again and again, but no sign of Selmy. I had no choice for now but to stop looking. But I couldn't do nothing. I'm setting up a smoke signal now, hoping she sees it if she's near here. I'm losing hope though. It's been a long time that I've been at it. You'd think she'd have seen the smoke by now. Maybe, just maybe, the problem is she can't move. Or maybe she's somewhere she can't see the smoke signal. Which would mean that she's in a cave somewhere. I still don't like doing that to it. Oh, and there's a cave right there. East Byron Snow Shelf Cave, probably where Selmy is. Oh, wait. Darn it, so it doesn't work on those. What do I care about that, because I have this guy. That worked like a charm. Rock salt. So most likely, hey. I really messed this up. No. What? Oh. Wait. I don't remember your hair being that color. What? I thought I'd never see anyone in here. Oh, I see. Yes, I am Somi. Yet again, I don't even remember your hair being blonde. Has it been that long since I've seen Somi? I thought Somi had long brown hair. But I guess I'm thinking of a different character. Oh no, I've made my students worry about me. Guess I have been gone a long time. That terrible blizzard stopped, so I took advantage of the weather to go out and create a new course for my students. And then I found this cave. Just surfed right into it on my shield. Can't blame an old shield surfer for exploring, right? I went in too far though. When the cave got all closed off, I couldn't climb back out the way I came in. Worse yet, I heard rocks falling back up at the entrance. Thought it had collapsed at some point. I was starting to think I'd be stuck back here forever, and no one would even be able to find the cave. But if you're here, that means you can't get back out the same way either, right? With any luck, we can find a different path that goes outside. Other than that, though, we've got no hope of escape. So now we gotta help her get out of this place. Get out of this! Don't! Ah! Pretty deep. Got to admit. It's like a race course out here. You know what? I passed by some of these, so I'm going to use my pick here and do this. My word, no diamonds yet. Oh. There it is. Oh, the stone's blocking the way. They've crumbled. I feel a wind coming from outside somewhere. I'll live another day, free to surf the slopes under a bright sky. I've got nothing to give you now as thanks, but I've got an idea. Whenever you like, stop by my lodge in the northwest of Hebra Peak. We'll talk more then. You can always spot it from the bonfire out in front, so watch for that if you decide to come find me. I'd better head back to my students so my students can stop worrying. Remember, find me at my lodge on the peak. I completed the side quest. Never mind, I didn't. So now I gotta go all the way over here. Hello? Are you kidding me? I missed twice, gosh darn it. Every time I see that, that always makes me think there's a Gleeok somewhere. That is, if there is a Gleeok around here. Also, just gonna see if there is one around here. There's this. That could be something. Finn. I'm gonna actually. I'm not trusting that that's gonna be a normal guy. I'm gonna trust that that's Yiga, and I'm going to dress up as one. It's been a while since I sent up the smoke signal. I wonder if I should get set out looking for her again. Oh. Say what? You rescued Teach from the back of that cave? Oh, you're that same guy. Gosh darn it, I didn't trust you even though you were the same guy. Then what are we doing standing around here? I gotta get back to the lodge on the summit. I bet Teach would want to thank you too, so you're welcome to come with. I just thought because of those fallen pillars that would mean one thing. Okay, yeah, I do have something here. Ratatuum! And I'm gonna go to the Hebra fossil on the end to find the gal for that. Black smoke from the chimney. Sylvie spot. Sorry I made you worry. I've been waiting for you. Thanks for coming all the way here. You're the one who saved Teach. We really owe you, man. I'm so stoked that Coach came back to us safe. Major respect from me, man. Who knows what would have happened to me if you hadn't come along. I've got to admit, getting some shield surfing and all through that cave, all through that cave was pretty darn great. But I'll be staying away from there for a while, that's for sure. Since I'm the one that really owes you for what you did, I'll be the one to reward you. Here, take this. Well, I've got a shield for you that's kind of unusual, but your shield pouch is full. Make some space for it, yeah? Screw it, I'm gonna... So, the side quest will be complete when I do this. I'm gonna drop this kite shield and see what you give me. Strong Zonite shield. Ooh, already had that! I found that shield around some stones that, get this, from the sky. What a beautiful thought. that there could be shield surfers like us way up there. Oh, I doubt that. I'll say it again. Thank you for getting me out of that cave. Also, now that the blizzard's over, come back here anytime you feel like shield surfing with us. I wasn't going to take on the third student, not with these two keeping me busy, but for you, I'll make an exception. Welcome, buddy. We owe you big time anyway for rescuing Peach. Yeah! Oh wow, you sound exactly like Addison. Best way to learn! It's shield surfing time! I don't need this shield. I already got this shield. I'll drop it though to see if I took a picture of it already. I did. I'm actually gonna attach a sled to that shield, since I saw it on the Nintendo news. Can't take it out there, right? I gotta do it like this. You gotta do it like this! And now it's a sled shield. Not that. What the heck? I was trying to talk to you. Is this awesome scheme to get me to critique your form? Because I'd be happy to do it anyway for you. I do ask for an instruction fee, but you'll get a reward based on how you do at the lesson. Plus, you get hands-on practice. My fee is 20 rupees. Yes. I see a fire for shield surfing burning beside those eyes. Let's not waste any time getting you to the starting line. If I find an indication about a shrine nearby, I'm gonna set a travel gate there. Here we are, the starting line. How do you want to do this? Want a refresher? Yes. Also, are those... Is that wings? Yeah, it is wings. It's a simple sport. We compete to see how fast you can surf to the finish line. We don't race each other so much that as we race against the clock. And just to check, you know how to shield surf already, yeah? Yes. There's nothing to it. Make sure you have your shield out, then jump onto it. After that, it's cool if you get off the shield sometimes. And it's totally legal to accelerate and catch some air. The way you reach the finish line doesn't matter much. As long as you get there, it's pretty flexible. It's a pretty flexible sport that way. Why don't we start with you showing me where your skill level's at so I can get a read on your technique. I'll put you on the beginner course for now. I know, but you have to crawl before you can surf. It's hard to see this late at night, but if you surf down the slope, you'll come to a big bridge. Pass underneath it, and you'll reach the go. I posted my other two students along the course. If you head toward them, they'll help steer you on the right path. Not like that originally. It's a simple course with a straight path, but don't let that fool you into thinking this will be a bunny slope. This course is littered with a few obstacles that fell from the sky, so watch out. Most people would surf around them, but some can find ways to put them to good use. Which category are you? If you can clear the beginner course in under 50 seconds, I'll let you move a step up. Yeah. Time to get started. And the sled shield would work even better. This theme is back! This way! I thought that I can use the sages, but I can't. Shrine of Light is nearby. I can't. Place. I'm not gonna make it. Oh wow, I barely made it.
Yay!
And stop. That's it. I'll come get you. Just sit tight. I was so close to failing that, and all because I placed a travel gate down. 4933. I knew I saw potential in you. At a time like that, you're ready for the advanced stuff. Come now. From now on, the expert course is yours to try. You did it. Welcome to the world of the champion shield. Well, close enough. You've proven you can hang with the best. That was a killer run. Nope, it wasn't. Whoa, does this make you our rival? Probably not. So, what do you say? I wouldn't mind watching you surf again to give you a few pointers. I'll pass. Let's call it here for today. Gosh darn it, I should have said yes. I thought that meant go on the beginner's course again. Export course. I'm giving out commemorative shields as a reward for completing that one. Okay, so I can do that anytime I want. But I'm going to do it now. I'm just going to have to drop a shield for it. I'm going to drop this shield. Not going to drop... Oh yeah, I am. And then I'm going to combine this shield with the sled. Not that yet, gosh darn me. Sled. Sled shield, go back in. Need a shield? You're gonna be a shopper, are you? Oh, wow, you are. Wooden shield, soldier shield, and a knight shield. The best reward you can get is a knight shield for what I can remember. The sort of dumb thing about this is they don't reward you in rupees. They reward you in shields instead. After a while, the path will come to an end. That's when you've got to smoothly transition down the curve to the left. Once that's taken care of, it's back to going straight ahead. My two students are standing along the course to mark the way. Use them as markers so you shouldn't get lost. It's a long course. I say take whatever route you want as long as you reach the goal. The rules are loose enough so you can get some air or surf on something besides a shield. It's times what really matters. That said, while I know I don't really have a leg to stand on after getting stuck in the cave while surfing, don't get yourself in trouble pushing it too hard looking for a new route. That's my number one rule. Time to get started. It's funny that they have gold flags now because I sort of don't think they had that in the old game. Wild berries. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm not. And she's gonna give me she's not even gonna give me a good shield as a reward. She's not even gonna give me anything. You finished in 250. 4:23, not a good time at all, because I took a terrible turn. Well, I'd say you've finally graduated from the amateur level. Emblazoned shield. This shield features a traditional design from Necluda. Its combat capabilities aren't much better than the standard wooden shield, but it found popularity for its design. No. I'm not gonna do it all over again. I'll do it all over again when I run out of shields. So now I can drop this shield, not keep it anymore. But I am going to take a picture of it. The emblazoned shield. And they have more shields as well, so it's dependent on if you took pictures of them or not. Apparently I never took a picture of this. Apparently you get that as a reward too. But I guess that only matters if you get a really good time. And I don't know how I didn't take a picture of this either. Emblazoned shield. The emblazoned shield is only rewarded to when you get awful times. I think the royal shield is when you get just beneath a minute and a half, or beneath a minute, or beneath 1 minute and 10 seconds. I don't remember. But I did notice that there's a shrine nearby here. I don't think I'm going to be able to find the fossil in this video after all. So that means I'm going to end up doing it in the next video. And I'm going to do both that and the Gerudo fossil. What was I doing? I was trying to find the side quest for the fossil. Got a Statue of Courage. I gotta find Ferocious Claw. Or just find Feroce in general. Where are the wells? I gotta find that gal. Because I'm certain. She said she is going to go see the Lookout Landing well. Disaster in Gerudo Canyon. So this one is probably something about a shrine. And I don't know how that's I don't know how that could be a side quest when it says that then. Should be a shrine quest. So I gotta go here in order to find this fossil, and that means I won't be able to find it yet. But I am going here and I'm gonna find my last shrine. And then I'll be able to end it there and find the Hebra fossil in the next video. I should have shield surfed, because the cave might end up being somewhere down a ways.
Oh, really? I thought that I can do... Let's see what happens if I try to carry this guy. I can actually see if I can roll him down the hill. Oh, great. Yay! Teamwork. No pigeons. It's funny that I don't even need any vehicles because I'm just rolling this guy down the hill. Oh, no more rolling down the hill apparently. Nope, I can't shield surf. So I wish I can. Guessing if I had a sled, then I'd be able to get to this guy's friend quicker. I need to reach my friend. There's a chest here too. You are near a chest. Yep. 3 carts.
Teleport back to the... I think the Hebra fossil is actually gonna be where the shrine is. Like, the shrine's gonna be where the fossil is. If I said fossil's gonna be where the shrine is, yada yada yada. It's sort of funny because you can equip snow boots, which you get from the Gerudo store, but that would mean that I found caves all over the place. I'm trying to find this cave. It's sort of funny to me that they don't really have the stronger versions of the Zao boomerangs anymore. Bloopy. There's a cave over here. That's where I'm supposed to find this, the Hebra Great Skeleton. But that's not where the shrine is. I'm supposed to find a person in here. Giant ice cube. I wonder what I'm supposed to do about that. I'm supposed to find someone in here. You're probably gonna tell me something about a face or something. Because the Gerudo Great Fossil is trying to find the pieces of the Leviathan baby. Aha! There you are. I thought you might show up. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? How adorable is the sharp little mouth on the Leviathan skeleton? He looks so different from the one in Elden, too. Maybe he's another species. Or should I say she? What if they're the same species, but one's a boy and one's a girl? That some of this little dumpling's bones are missing. Missing? See for yourself. In addition, one missing fin bone. One of the bones in this cutie's spine is detached. Every step I took on the long walk here, I thought, I can't wait to see the fully intact Leviathan's fossil. I bet the missing bones are still right nearby too. Oh, I wish I could see it all together. I'd pay anything for one good look at it. So now I gotta find a rib. Well, they said fin actually, and and an intact tail or whatever it was. The only other thing is, where's the bubble frog? That is where the tail thing is, but now I gotta find the fin. That's one. Now it's the fin. How am I even gonna get it out? Oh, I see. It's funny that I'm ending up doing this. It's so funny because the first puzzle of the Leviathan was simple. Trying to figure out where the fin is. Unless it's that. That's not a fin, that's a finger. Unless, I don't know. Maybe it is a fin bone. That was weird. But I found it. I want to see the full thing. You fixed it? You fixed it! Look at that, it's good as new. Take a moment to drink it all in. Those elegant fins, that rigid back, it's simply breathtaking. I really can't thank you enough for fixing my precious Leviathan. This is for you. It's the least I can do after getting to see such a darling fossil. Purple rupee. I'd love to stay here gazing, but there's still one more Leviathan out there. They've been waiting for me for years, and I don't want to make them wait even a second more. The last Leviathan is in the Gerudo region, so that's my next stop. Actually, let me see your map. I already know where it is. It's on the very bottom left corner. How adorable do you think they'll be? My money's on super adorable. What am I doing waiting around here? Wait for me, look. I mean, whatever. I already know what it looks like. Completed that, and there's another side quest. Gerudo's Colossal Fossil. And I've yet to find a bubble frog here, which I'm going to actually mark on the map. Oh, it's right there. Electric fruit. See if I can shoot it from here. I got him. Heh. What a fall. I finally broke that. Now I'm gonna do this. Just mining all of the ore and getting every bomb flower. Gonna see if I can find any more bomb flowers.
There it is. It's insane how many bomb flowers there are in this ginormous cave. And there's also giant bright blue seeds. Bomb flower over there. Above. Right there. Is this one up above too? No. It's this way. I love finding bomb flowers because they're super useful. Where the heck? This is leading me very far away. Nearby, right there. I'm gonna look for 2 more. Then I'm gonna end it here. And instead of next time going to the fossil that I'm already at, I'm going to the Gerudo fossil. Is it above? No, it's right this way. Funnily enough, there's yet to be something I don't think it's here anywhere. Oh, that's it.
I'm just finding so many. This is a hot spring, is it? Nope, it's not. It's just water. Heartache truffle. Sort of funny how many flint I have. I think now I have almost 200. I have 200. I have 201. And they sell for 5 rupees each.